Hello, and welcome to Learn a Little Sign Language. My name is Ellen. I'm a librarian with Fauquier County Public Libraries here in Warrenton, Virginia, and we're offering this sign language series as part of our summer reading program this summer. Today, we're going to be talking about clothes. And in the summertime, I think we become especially aware of how we're looking as we take off our heavy winter clothes and we're exposing ourselves to the world. So let's go ahead and start learning the names of a lot of the signs for clothing. Clothes, you're going to have your open 5-hand, and they brush down a couple times across your chest. Clothes. The sign for dress looks very similar. You'll be up here and it's like dress. Dress. If you're going to talk about a skirt, of course your skirt starts around your waist. So you're going to take your hands and they'll come out skirt. Skirt. If you're wearing a nice blouse to go with your skirt, you can sign blouse or a nice shirt, blouse. If you're being very casual, then you could just be wearing a shirt. And you're actually taking that F hand shape and bringing it up and actually kind of grasping your shirt. Let me show you from the side. Shirt. Shirt. Pants. We're going to be reaching down on our thighs here and signing up like this for pants. Pants. So your hands kind of look like this and come in a little. Pants. Pants. And shorts are down here too. You're just going to sign shorts here. Of course, if you're wearing pants, you may need to wear a belt. So you're going to use this U hand shape that we've used quite a bit. Your hands are here at the side of your waist and they come together. Belt. Belt. And you're going to need to wear shoes. This is the S hand shape and they come together and knock a couple times. It makes me think about when you've been out walking and you've gotten mud crusted on your shoes, and before you come in the house, you're going to knock them together to knock off the dirt that has clung to them. So shoes. Now, if you're going to the beach, shoes might be too hot. You might want to wear sandals. And for sandals, one sign is this one where you take your index finger and bring it up this way as if it was going between your toes, the way sandals do. Oh, and if you're going to be going to a fancy dance or to a formal place, like if you were going to visit the White House, ladies might want to wear high heels. So to sign high heels, think stiletto, you have your pinkies that kind of stand for the high heel at the back of your shoes, and then you sort of mime walking with those stilettos. Socks. You're going to take your index fingers and they brush against each other this way. Socks. Let me show you from the side. Your hands are out in front of yourself and they're actually touching each other and brushing against each other. Socks. If it's Christmas time and you're talking about putting stockings out for Santa Claus, this would be the sign you would use for stockings. Now, underneath your skirt or your dress or your pants, you probably should be wearing some underwear. And the sign for underwear, you're going to use your middle fingers. Some people will call that an open 8. This is the sign for 8. And if it's open and you take that middle finger and you put it down a little bit and then just come up to your waist. Underwear. Underwear. And when you go to bed at night, you might wear pajamas or a nightgown. And there's a couple signs you can do. This is like the sign for sleep clothes. Or you could just say PJs. Do you remember how to do your P? Have the two, bring your thumb, put it on that bottom knuckle, tip it down. P, J, your pinky finger drawing out the J. PJs. I like to wear PJs in the wintertime. But now it's summertime. What do we wear in the summertime? We wear shorts, we wear sundresses, and hopefully we're going to the swimming pool and we will want to wear a swimsuit. So for guys, you can wear, this is the sign for swim. You have your B's and you just kind of mime out swimming. So swimming trunks, kind of like signing swimming shorts. So this bent B down here. Swimming trunks. If you're ladies, you kind of have two choices. You can wear a one-piece or you could wear a two-piece. So a one-piece would be a swimsuit. A two-piece would be a swim suit. I will be wearing a swim suit this summer, if you're wondering. And then, of course, in the fall, it's going to start getting cool. We won't be wanting to wear shorts or swimsuits. So we'll be starting to wear things like a hat. That's why I have my hat here. You could be wearing a hat, or you might need to wear gloves. You can either sign gloves or gloves. You might need to wear a coat. Coat. To sign coat, it's really like an open A. So here's your A and you open it up, your thumbs stick out a little bit. Coat, and it's coming away from your body. It's almost like you're shrugging a coat on. Coat. So you have your hat, you have your gloves, you have your coat, and you might need to wear a scarf. I'll show you two scarf signs. Scarf for one of those nice warm scarves that go around your neck to keep you warm. Or you might wear a scarf that you tie under your neck to keep your hair from blowing around. And you might need to wear boots. So we had the sign for shoe. This is the sign for boot. So this is kind of your foot and your leg, and this shows that the boot goes up your leg, boot. There's also a kind of signed English sign for boots. So shoe and then boot with B's, but the real ASL would be like boot. Okay, so I think that covers the basic signs for clothes. So let's learn about some of the other things you might be wearing. You might wear a necklace. So the sign for necklace, you just use your two index fingers, come from your neck and down like this, outlining a necklace. And of course, depending on the necklace, you could kind of do a little more description of it. Earrings. Earrings, you just reach up and pinch at your ears for earring. Ring. Ring. Just slide a ring on your finger. Bracelet. Take your hand in again. It's going to be that open 8 or that middle finger, and you put it around your wrist this way for bracelet. Bracelet. If you're wearing a watch on your wrist, the sign for that, you're going to make this O shape here with your fingers. It's actually the letter F. And then that will come down on your wrist like this. Watch. Watch. So let's see. Ring, bracelet, earrings, watch, necklace. You might be getting ready to go out to a nice formal dinner, in which case, if you're a lady, you're probably going to be putting on some makeup and some lipstick. So that's the sign for makeup and and lipstick. And after you're all dressed, you should be really beautiful. Beautiful. The sign for beautiful, you're going to have your hand open in this 5 position. It circles around your face, comes together, and then opens up again as if you're just sparkling with beauty. To say pretty, you would just go pretty. So it's that open 5 hand shape, circling around your face, and then closing into this closed O. Pretty. Pretty. And beautiful. Of course, the opposite to beautiful is ugly. So take your 2 fingers. They start out straight and then they turn into X's as they go across the front of your face. Actually, it makes me think of a skull and crossbones. Anyway, so ugly. Ugly. Sometimes I think my husband picks clothes that are a little ugly. They might have holes. He refuses to let me throw them away. So sometimes he looks a little bit ugly. Also, your clothes could be clean. Hopefully they are clean. Or they could be dirty. I was able to remember the sign for dirty because I had learned the sign for pig. Remember pig? And dirty, once again, you put your hand up under your chin, but you wiggle these fingers. Let me show you from this side. Dirty. The sign for clean can also be used to mean nice. Nice. So you could say, oh, you look nice. Well, you don't know. And your mom could say, are your clothes clean? Are you ready for school? And talking about choosing clothes, what will you wear today? Let me think. Well, let's check the weather. The way you sign weather, you're going to make 2 W's and then put them facing each other. Weather, and it kind of shows that weather can change. This is the sign for change. Weather. So, if it is sunny outside, maybe you would wear shorts. If it was rainy, and here's the sign for rain, you just have your fingers out in the 5 and they come down. Rain. If it's rainy, maybe you would wear a coat, or maybe you would use an umbrella. What if it is, there's at least 3 signs for cloudy. So it can be cloudy, or it could be cloudy, or you can have it be cloudy. And cloudy days can be nice. How about a windy day? Windy. That sign looks just like what it means. Windy. You might need to wear a coat. You might want to have a scarf. And what if it's snowy? Snowy. Then you're probably going to need to wear a coat or gloves, some warm socks to be ready for that wintry weather. Or it could be, I think we checked all of the basic weathers. There are also hurricanes. You would have to dress well for hurricanes, or at least find a safe place to hide. Same with tornadoes. Tornadoes. Let's go ahead and discuss the different seasons. Since we're talking about weather, weather is often influenced by the seasons. We'll start with spring. Spring is easy to remember because it looks, you have your hand wrapped around like this and your other hand starts in that closed kind of flat O and it comes up and then opens up as if it was a plant coming out. And this is actually also the sign for grow. So for spring, summer, you take your hand up here and then you make that X shape with your hand and pull it across your forehead. Do you remember the sign for eyebrow? For black, I mean. Black, which goes across your eyebrows. Your finger stays flat all the way across. When you're signing summer, you have this X shape. And to me, it's like you took that finger so you can wipe off your sweat that you get in the summertime. Summer. Fall or autumn is signed like this. This is kind of like this is the sign for tree. So this is like a tree, and then you sign with your other hand for fall. And this hand is that B sign coming down, and it looks kind of like a leaf that has fallen off of the tree. Here's your sign for leaf. So fall. And then winter. Winter. Let me show you from the side. Winter. Also the sign for cold. Winter is very cold. Summer. Hot. Think about if you breathe on your hand, your breath feels hot. So hot is your breath coming out like that. Hot. Warm, like springtime, could be warm. You're going to have your hand closed and then open up like that warm breath coming out of your mouth. Warm. If it's warm, you could be wearing shorts. You could be wearing like a t-shirt, or you could still be swimming if it was warm. And then in the winter, it's cold, cold. And with a lot of these signs, the way you produce the sign can be just even more descriptive. For example, you could sign cold, or you could sign cold, which shows some of the intensity. With snow, it could be snowing, or it could be snowing with it being more of a snowstorm. Same with rain. It could be raining, or it could be like raining, or it could be raining cats and dogs. So the intensity with the wind, it could be wind or breezy, or it could be really windy and blowing the bushes over. So you have all those different intensities that you could show that way. Oh my goodness, I think we're just about out of time. So see if you can think of what clothes you would wear for different kinds of weather. And you could try describing the colors of clothes to each other. You could tell someone what season it was, and they would have to tell you the sign for one of the clothing you would wear for that season. It would be fun to use for playing games. Oh, anyway, we're going to stop for now. I look forward to seeing you next week. It will be our final class, and I'm going to be focusing on a topic called Sign to Your Baby, which should be really fascinating and something you could use in your real life. Anyway, bye for now, and I will see you next week. Bye.